Hey everybody, welcome to the
seventh
episode of A Normal Podcast. I'm here with my buddy and co-host, Red. And today's topic is going to be a bit of a philosophical one. We got the topic of life, and when people talk about life and all that, it's a beautiful thing. People have babies and stuff, that's life, right? And there's also, the more, I guess, not out there, but, spiritual aspect of life, if you believe in an afterlife or, I don't know, spirits or ghosts or something, that's a part of life, I guess. Well, I guess you're dead. That's not life. But anyways, it's a very broad concept. There's a lot of different interpretations of things within that realm. And I kind of just wanted to, have a top. I think it's a really interesting topic to talk about. I'm sure we both have a lot of things to say about it. So I guess, how's your life doing, Red? Yeah. No, that's interesting because, how I feel like there's so many, different interpretations, throughout history. And, there's, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, all these types of, different ways that people kind of, I guess, interpreted how life was formed or stuff. You can, believe in evolution or, I don't know, asteroids and moon dust or something, or God, was spinning his fingers around and made something. There's a lot of different ways. And I'm kind of curious on, why do people, come to this? Is it comfort? Was it logic? Is it to because life's pretty scary. Life sucks, life in some ways sucks. You know what I mean? So I feel like you kind of need that, that aspect to give meaning to some part of it for some people. No, that actually brings me into another topic. My buddy Todd, he works at the gas station. I sometimes see him when I go by there. I knew him in school. It's the neighbor. It's a gas station next to my neighborhood. Anyways, I went down there once, and the slushy machine wasn't working. And I wanted a slushy. I think this might have been on 7-Eleven. That might have been why I was there, because as you know, 7-Eleven has the free slushies. And I went there, to get my free slushie. And when I walked in, there was a huge line, which I was kind of, I knew 7-Eleven was kind of not a holiday, but it was a pretty, significant thing, free slushies, And there's a lot of people there. And then as soon as I got it, people kind of were flowing out. And I was like, oh, okay. And I looked at it, slushie machine wasn't working. And I was like, what the hell? On 7-Eleven? So I walked up to my buddy Todd, and we started talking about this, and he's like, "Yeah, no, the machine has been working for a while." And I was like, well, "What's up with that?" And he's like, "Oh, we don't have we're not allowed to fix it legally." And that didn't make any sense to me, because why can't they fix it? They got to keep the store running, but I guess they have to have a 7-Eleven mechanic come in to fix it. They can't just do it. And I think he was talking about how I don't remember what the solution was, but he said it was a pretty easy solution. He just literally wasn't allowed to do it. And I mean, why would he do it? He's not getting paid to do it. So I understood why he didn't. Oh yeah, but on the topic of life, and then after that we started getting he'd recently lost his grandma, and we were kind of talking about that. We talked on the phone about it before, and I kind of asked him how he's doing, because I felt more because when you're over the call, you don't really, there's less emotion in it, when you're actually talking face to face with someone rather than online. So I just wanted to ask him about it, see how he's doing, because I knew they were both really close to each other, right? Oh yeah, in the middle of us talking about this, because we because like I wait, you know, of course I waited for everyone to clear out because you know he's still working, he still has to do his job. There's still people, you know, filing in for, you know, slushies and such. It is 7-Eleven. But I waited for people, and as we were talking, a couple came in with their son, and they were, you know, looking around. And then I realized that they're waiting in line, so I got out of the way and I stopped our conversation for a bit. But as I stopped our conversation, I looked at the slushie machine and I saw the Coca-Cola flavor. Why does anyone get the Coca-Cola flavor? That shit sucks. I don't. There's so many like nicer. Okay, what I get is like actually, I don't think 7-Eleven has this. I know AM/PM does. They have a pina colada and blueberry. I get those two. My mom also like loves that flavor. You know, like the combination. Yeah, no. The Coca-Cola flavor. Yeah, it's not that. I guess if you like Coca-Cola, but just drink Coca-Cola. I don't know. I haven't known anyone that's liked it. If you guys liked it, you know, leave a comment below if you like it or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. My buddy Todd, he finished up doing that, and we were kind of just, you know, talking about it, and then we got into the topic of Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty. At the time, I think it was Vanguard. I think that was the new Call of Duty. I didn't buy it. Oh, I wasn't too much in the. I've been playing the new one as a result, but I didn't play Vanguard or really. I played the Modern Warfare remake, and I think Modern Warfare 2 remake. I played those two. Those were like the ones that I played in my recent history of Call of Duty. I played Ghosts when I was little, but we were talking about Black Ops. No, sorry, not Black Ops. We were talking about Vanguard, the new one at the time. And I think there was something with like I don't know if that one had zombies or not. It had some type of form of, you know, maybe I know. Wait, no, that's Modern Warfare that has the like the spec. It's not Spec Ops. It's like a little like you can like go with your buddies, you know, like doing like a mission. I don't remember that well, but it was we talked about the new Call of Duty, and 7-Eleven doing a promotion for Call of Duty, which is actually pretty similar to Little Caesars one going on right now. And I've been desperately trying to get the Little Caesars Call of Duty skin. That's been a big thing on my plans to get. But the promotion was going on. It wasn't anything crazy. I think it was just double XP. It was like, it wasn't like Little Caesars. Little Caesars had like the skins and everything, but 7-Eleven was just like just the double XP, which I mean that's cool and all, but I mean it's extra things. I guess you can't really complain about it. It's just extra stuff that they're giving you for free. Well, not for free because you're paying for it, but like you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So it's just an extra thing, which I guess is nice. Oh yeah, I got a runny nose right now. I'm not sure why. Maybe probably just allergies. I don't think I'm sick. I don't know why that. I don't know why we talked about college. I don't know how we. There was a reason that the. I think the kid was. I think he was wearing something to do with Call of Duty, maybe like a T-shirt or a hat, and that brought up the topic of the new Call of Duty, and he was excited for it. I think it's kind of how the conversation ended. It was I just wasn't really into the new Call of Duty that was coming out at the time, so we didn't really have much to talk about. I haven't talked to him since. Oh, but yeah, the topic of life, which is what we were talking about. You know, it's kind of sad but beautiful in a way, because you know, like the way, like because we die, you know, it gives meaning to all that. So I was just kind of making a roundabout way of talking about that, because you know his grandma, you know, he loved his grandma and all that, and you know she passed away and he's sad about it, of course, but you know there's beauty that which he can, you know, take in all the memories and all the good times and all that, and cherish that, you know. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. That's what we talked about. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's what we were talking about. I didn't get a slushie either. That sucked. I didn't get a slushie. I was kind of sad about that. I don't think I had a car at the time. I think I was in high school, so I definitely I think I walked. But the 7-Eleven was in distance of my neighborhood, which is nice. It still is. I don't know why. So it was past tense. Yeah. I'm always kind of curious about like what comes after life, because I feel like there is no like true evidence. As much as I'd love to have like I mean I'm up for anything. I don't really have too much of an opinion because I can't really form one. I think that's really interesting though. It's gotta be like the one thing that like we literally have no way of knowing. It's kind of crazy. Why did it? No, no, that's a dumb topic. I'll say why did they make a Lion King remake in live action? Why was that their like first go? Was that the first one that they did? I can't. That was the first like live action remake that they did, right? Why did they do that? I feel like there was like so many other options. Like even Aladdin would have been like a better first choice because there's like people in it. Why? Because either way, it's just still animated animals. It's still an animated movie. Actually, it's not a live action. The Lion King one. There were so many better options. Even like I don't know, Jungle Book because there's at least like one kid in it. Yeah, that did they make a Jungle? I'm having trouble remembering. Lion King was like the first one that I remember hearing about. I remember there being like a maybe Cinderella or Snow White one being teased. I don't know if that ever came out. I know there's that one. Was it Cinderella with the shoe? No, it's one with the witch. Maleficent. That's Snow White. I think it's Snow White. Yeah, like apples or something. Well, Maleficent wasn't like a remake. It was kind of like a retelling, if anything, with like the. I remember watching with my mom, like when it first came out, years and years and years ago. I think they had a sequel. I never watched it though. It's interesting that you say that, because like, the, the Maleficent retelling thing. I think I had a song in the credits that I remember. So that's my like mainly what I remember from it. I think I remember the credits music playing. Or maybe it was the trailer music. Yeah, I haven't watched like normal TV in a while. Live TV or I'm kind of circling back into life. I'm trying to have different ways to, because live, that's like a similar word. Wait, I haven't watched normal TV in a while. Like when I first started, when I was little, it was like SpongeBob, and when I was like maybe like middle school, I was watching like Impractical Jokers. Love that show. It's a great show. I haven't watched like the newer stuff, but I'm sure it's still funny. I'm not one of those guys that are like the old stuff was way better. I'm sure it's still pretty good. Love all the guys. I know. It's kind of I've seen the show's been like more like pop. Like I've seen it more on like the Tic Tacs and such. That's cool. What else did I watch? Oh, there was that Adam ruins everything. That was I watched True TV because that's what Impractical Jokers on. Impractical Jokers was on, so like I got to see all the other shows, and I enjoyed all. Actually, they're all pretty interesting shows. Like there was the Hack My Life one, which is like the YouTube video life hacks, but they made that into like a whole show. It was fun. It was a fun thing. But no. Oh, for one of the life hack episodes of Hack My Life, they showed a life hack where you tip over a toast, like you put bread in the toaster. This is how you make like a quick grilled cheese. You grab the toaster, flip it on its side, and put the the toast in there. And I think you put cheese on one side, or like on the top, so like the cheese would be on the top level, so like it wouldn't be like sliding or anything. So the cheese is just resting on top of the bread. Toaster flipped over, and like once it finished, it'd pop out and make the grilled cheese by itself. If that makes sense, because it's on its side, so when the toast pops out, it's already like together. And that was their life hack. And I tried it, and when I tried it, my toaster started smoking. So that sucked. I don't think anyone was home, so I don't think I got in too much trouble. I lived with someone my age at the time, Spencer. No, should I be saying their name? I don't care. Maybe I shouldn't be saying their names. I've already talked about Todd, so they wouldn't care. Mm-hmm. I remember with Spencer, the person that I lived with for a while. It was my mom's boyfriend's son. I remember we like put like we wanted to make a time capsule, so we got like a glass bottle, and in the glass bottle we like put like some stuff. I forgot, it was like a paper, and then we put paper, and then we poured milk into it because we thought it'd be funny because we wanted to see like how bad the milk would be. And I think we like taped it was like a glass bottle, like one of those like a Coca-Cola glass bottle, like one of those kind of things. And we poured milk in it at the end because we thought it'd be funny. So we taped the top, and we buried it in our front yard. And I never ended up finding it. That probably was probably like what, like here, like that's probably like 6 years old. That's crazy. I don't know how that. Well, like I'm assuming the glass just got like crushed or something, because we literally just like buried glass. I don't know how that works. It probably wasn't protected very well, given that I couldn't find it. Glass doesn't like decompose or like, no, definitely. What happens with glass? Is it just like crushed down? Does it just chill there? If I put like a pane of glass on the ground, would just be like that until hail broke it. Everything we do is just like escapism from everything. Like with like this is escapism. Video games are escapism, TV shows, all that. It's kind of horrifying. I don't know why I brought a monkey on the show. That was a really stupid idea. Fucking the second episode, bring a chimp. That was stupid. What was I thinking? I thought it'd be funny, but because like I wanted to make, because this podcast is pretty run of the mill. If I'm being honest, I don't mean to, judge too harshly on myself, but it is quite basic, and it is a normal podcast. I guess I would it is supposed to just be a normal podcast. the chimp would kind of make it not normal. I can't think of any podcast that has a chimp, nor an animal. Is there a podcast with like an animal on it that like is like present? Probably like a cat or I don't know. That's like present throughout the entire show, and they're like the mascot. I was hoping the chimp could be the mascot. That's why I brought him on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Red. I probably shouldn't have brought a chimp on. That was stupid. Yeah. We take so many things for granted, you know, Red. It's crazy. Did we... I'm really sad about what happened to Chuckles. I mean, it's kind of sad. We might cut this. Right, can we cut this? Yeah, okay, we'll cut it. Remember to cut it. I don't think we should bring up Chuckles. Yeah. Fuck. I haven't played my PlayStation 5 in a pretty long time. I think what's the last thing that I played on it? Man, what was it? Elden Ring? Spider-Man 2. I think it was Spider-Man 2. I remember streaming it to you on Twitch, because you can't stream things directly off, like through Discord or anything. Yeah. I remember my old PS3. I can't remember, like... I remember playing Skate 3 on it, Little Big Planet. I wish Skate 3 was on PlayStation. Or PC. PC would be awesome. I played Skate 4. A leak build of it. It was kind of interesting to play. It was fun. I like the parkour mechanics. I think it's just like a fun idea to add. It's a good evolution to the formula. I feel like if it was just kind of, I mean, I think it'd still be good. Like, honestly, that's kind of the cool thing, because I think even if it didn't have like any of the parkour or anything like the extra stuff, or the open zones or whatever the hell they're adding to it, I think it'd still be pretty fun. I remember playing Steep on the PlayStation. That was a fun one. I think I got that with like PS Plus or something. Yeah, Skate was a fun one. I emulated it on my PC using like a PS3 emulator. That's how I played it again. It was still pretty fun. I remember just listening to that grungy alternative rock music that's on the game. A lot of good tracks on that. You buy the whole like Helen Keller thing? You buy that? I honestly don't even know the whole story. I just hear a lot of like people talking about how like there's no way. I don't know if she was like deaf, blind. Could she feel things? Was it just deaf and blind, or was there anything else? I don't know. Did she fly a plane? I've heard that she flown a plane. I really should just look into this stuff. I got so much free time. I feel like I'm procrastinating at that point. There's no way that she flew a plane. I don't think that. Unless like, how does that work if you can't hear nor see? How does that work? You can touch? How do you even know that you're alive at that point? Like, do you just like, it's like, feel? And how do you like learn like language? What does she think about? How do you think if you don't like know language? You just like feel emotions? How did we come up with language? Who was like the first guy to start like grunting? Like there was, you know, the grunts, and like who like said like words? Who was like, wait a minute, guys, I got an idea. I don't know how the hell a lot of like life started. There's a lot of like how do we get from like rocks to like Bluetooth? I feel like, you know, progression and like technology is only like speeding up. Why did it take? What was like the big moment? Because for like a lot of time in history, you know, we were kind of like not industrial or anything. What was like the spark? I probably learned about this like the Industrial Revolution. I know that was a thing, but what was like the big thing? I know the wheel. I don't know who invented the wheel. Do we know that? Probably not. Like the Flintstones. Did they have wheels? They had like wheels on their little car. Was that like a full, like smooth circle? Huh. How did language start? I get grunting, but then how do you get to work? And also, like, how do I kind of I thought about this, like with like a language and like across the world, like I don't know, like Chinese, you know, like, and then there's, you know, Spanish, and then there's, you know, like English and all that. How do like our words line up? How do we not like? Of course, you know, it's different languages; they have different words. But how do we have like the same words for things? Like we each have a word for spaghetti. I don't know. I can't think. I don't. We don't. I don't know. I don't know how that works. How did we like? I heard from someone that like each language has like no, like it's a global thing that everyone understands. No means no. I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't know how that. I don't know how that worked, unless like at one point everyone like got together and was like, all right, no means no. Then why doesn't yes mean yes everywhere? How does that work? That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't pay for Spotify anymore. I know it's like $10, but I just like spent like I don't know, maybe like an hour or two like setting up like my MP3s, and it's working out pretty well. I think it's a pretty good method. I mean, you don't have like the discovery of Spotify, but I can just like, it's kind of fun because then like I go on YouTube or something, and I look around for songs, and then I convert it to MP3 and then put it in my thing. So I get songs in like waves. Hmm. I don't know how the hell we did like a lot of things like time, like getting time synced up. You know, like making it actually like make sense. Like each year is like a full rotation or whatever. How do we like find like where to start with that? That's crazy. We had years for a while, right? Or like when were years invented? Like when were like we actually like? Because did we like that? Did like we invent years and like this is just I'm just starting a number, like this is a definitely wrong number. I'm just saying that like 1700s. Like let's say we did invent the year. Did we go back and like start somewhere? I know there's like a before Common Era and all that, or before Christ, if you want to say it that way. I don't know if they're the same thing. Are they the same point? Well, they have to be because year zero. And there's like negative years, which is BCE. Maybe that's the starting point. Year zero. That's crazy. 2,000 years ago. We invented time. Or invented years, I guess, more consistently. Well, actually, there's like the calendar, like the Roman, Greek calendar, whatever. There was that. I went to the mall the other week, and I walked into the store with a bag. I started just like grabbing things off the wall and stuffing in my bag, and I stole it. I walked out with it. I robbed the place. And I got caught. They let me go, which was kind of like chill of them. I don't know why I did that. I think maybe like the rush or something. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm looking at my mic right now. That is a mic. Dude, why did we bring in the chimp? You didn't do it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Anyone would have thought that the chimp would have been a good idea. I know we had to, but I still feel really shitty about it. Why are they so aggressive? Why are they... We gave him a home. Why was he so aggressive? We didn't think that would happen. I'm sorry. He looks so cute. It feels almost malicious. The little... I was talking to my one of my friends. He was talking about how like he was getting like these exotic pets from like Mexico, and I was like, that'd be like the big thing for the show if we had like an exotic pet. So I thought chimps. Chimps are smart, and maybe we could even have them like talk on the podcast, or like wear something. And he really roped me in with like all his words. He was talking about how smart they are, how intelligent, and they can like like put on coats and stuff, and like smoke cigars and stuff. And I was like, wow, that sounds like a really interesting thing to like bring on the show. God. Yeah, I jumped the shark with the chimp thing. I don't like calling Chuckles the chimp. Chuckles the chimp. I shouldn't. I don't like doing that. He deserves to have like a name. That's a good name to it. It had like alliteration. God, I can't get the look of him from my memory, man. He wasn't like that before I brought him in. He was like completely calm in the car. I don't know what. Maybe it was like the black of like the chair. Maybe that scared him. I don't know. Should we have called someone? Would that have been... There wasn't enough time. We were angry. We were, swept up by emotion. I can't keep making excuses. I haven't had Burger King in a really long time. Not a really long time, like in a couple months. But like before that time, it was like a week ago. And then before that time, it was like years I hadn't had Burger King. But when I tried it was actually pretty good. It was, it was relatively cheap. I don't know, they must have like freshened up or something, because like I remember when I stopped having it, it was pretty gross. Like then I got the chicken fries meal, which isn't like the burger. I don't know how their burgers are. Yeah, I think I did have a burger, and the two times I had it before the years long hiatus from Burger King. I remember when I was younger in like elementary school, and my uncle would drive me to school, and back he'd pick up Burger King pretty often. I shit on Burger King for those years. I wasn't too nice about my words, but then some of my friends were like hyping up Burger King, so I was like, you know what, I'll run it. I've been trying to try things more, try different things. I'm a pretty picky eater, especially like condiments. Like I don't know, I really like seafood. I tried that like years ago, and I was like, damn, it's pretty good. So my mom, I like a restaurant in Monterey. I got spaghetti because that was like the moment I wanted to try more things, because I just got spaghetti there, had a seafood place, and I was like, this is kind of mediocre spaghetti. And then my mom gave me her like calamari and the lobster. I was like, damn, it's good. Isn't like the whole thing with like humans are the only thing, like things or beings that will ask why? That's why we're more human or something. I wonder if I shouldn't. I wonder if Chuckles ever asked why. There's a chance he was the most intelligent, chimp out there, and we kind of. It's my fault. That got stuck, that got snuffed out. And if he had like a better owner, a better friend, maybe he wouldn't have. That. No, think about it. The only time he started freaking out is when he saw you. Maybe that was when. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay. Yeah. Popeyes is so expensive. I know you haven't had Popeyes in a while. I remember you talking about that. I recently, it was like fucking $30. That's crazy. Fast food? Like a box of chicken? I mean, I prefer it over KFC, but KFC is like cheaper. I mean, it is not that much cheaper, to be honest. Everything's going up in price. Like, we gotta like reset the economy. We gotta do like a rust wipe on the economy. Everyone gets reset to zero. Like maybe like every 30 years, everyone gets reset to zero. Boom, rust wipe. Then everyone has to stay on that grind, I understand that. Chemicals. I went to a rodeo once. I was like, like the bulls. And I think the guy's name was like Felipe or something. I forget his name. He died to the bowl. That's really sad. How the hell did anyone come up with anything? All this stuff. Manufacturers. It's kind of terrible what happens on in the world. We're all powerless. Why do rich people keep making more money? Or like not like that, but like why do they keep trying to make money? I feel like once you reach like $1 billion, like why don't they retire? Are they crazy? There's so many billionaires. Why don't they just like settle down? You could like settle down for a while, like a million. Well, I guess like a home, like yeah, because they need to have their giant mansion, so they gotta take care of that. Oh god, that's something that's just like overachievers. Ugh. Drink a lot of water. I haven't had goldfish in a hot second. I used to have it all the time when I was little. In elementary school, I rode the bus, so we had to, it was like, I lived farther out from the school. So our bus took a while to show up. And we had like a little, like, a waiting room. I remember we had like kazoos and like flutes that they give us. I think that was the room that it was. We got like these there's like apple juice and golden. Oh, I remember not golden grams, the little bear graham crackers. We'd sometimes get those. Those were good. Oh, it was the goldfish graham crackers. We got those. The one where it's man, that was a good cracker. Graham cracker. Yeah, that is a good one. That kind of like a cinnamony taste. Kind of like the ones you get like on a plane. It's just that, but bigger and goldfish shaped. Smiling, of course. The snack that smiles back. Goldfish. And death is like the only thing that, you can, everyone's going to get to experience the adventure of death. Because, we don't know what's beyond. I'm not saying to fucking off yourself, but, maybe don't, fear it all too much, because maybe it's exciting. Maybe when you die, you fucking, something cool happens. Or nothing. Or something really bad. You can run the gambit. I'm not saying I'm excited for death. I'm not saying that either. There's still a lot of things to do here. A lot of things to do. But that's a plus that it's so unknown. I think if we actually revealed to everyone, like guaranteed, like 100% fact, whenever you die, you're gonna go to like the greatest place on earth. Like, wouldn't everyone just like start killing themselves? That kind of suck. I don't know if it'd be a good or bad thing if that happened. Because I mean, of course, if it's 100% fact, we all go to the cool, good place. 100%. That'd be pretty sick. Would people start fucking leaving the lobby? But what if we reveal it's 100% bad or it's nothing? People just live on like normal. Would people live harder? I wonder like world destruction's gonna happen. I hope not in my life. That'd suck if like a meteor hit Earth. That'd be pretty annoying if a meteor hit Earth. Or nukes. Maybe everyone kills themselves with nukes. Maybe that happens. Or plague. Or what else? Meteor, plague, nukes. You got any ideas? I got an idea for an episode. Maybe when the viewers at home can pitch in somehow, like a Q&A. No, actually, no. The Q&A is stupid. No one cares what we think about. Who's watching this? Who's listening to this? How did you find this? Did it pop up in your recommended? Are you a friend? You a foe? Or maybe something in between? That was weird, I'm sorry. Let's talk to the viewers. Let's talk to the people. Hey people. It's me, Luca. My buddy Red. Across the table from me here. How'd you find this? Are we big now? Are we huge? Is this in the future? Are you watching this from the future? Like 14 years in the future? I was gonna say we're all dead, but that's I don't that's a little grim. I hope we're not all dead. That'd be tragic. I'm assuming we'd still be alive in 14 years. I'm gonna make the big assumption that we're still alive in 14 years. Definitely not still doing this. Why did you click on this video? Did you watch the other ones and you're like, I want to watch the next one? Did this specific video, you've never heard my voice or his voice before, and you're like, I want to listen to this. I want to hear that. It's kind of beautiful, how someone could have reached here. Is my voice being heard? Can you hear me, viewer? I want to personally let you know that whatever passion you have in like doing something, just do it. What's stopping you? Let's talk about death. Do something before that happens, Do something cool. Do something that you can be proud of, and others, I think a big portion of, in my opinion, I think a lot of life is relationships, like knowing other people. I guess you shouldn't live for other people, but that's just how I see it. I think it's a lot of, building friendships and such. I think a lot of it's meaningless. I think I find a lot less meaning in something if I can't share it with someone. Which, that's probably not a healthy way to think of something, but that's how I think of it. Not saying you should. Like I said, I don't know if that's a very healthy thing to think about. Phineas and Ferb. Was that Milo Murphy's Law show that came out? I watched like one episode of that when I was like just leaving the age of where it's acceptable to be watching. Acceptable to watch cartoons, but you can watch cartoons, whatever. That's stupid. I feel like we've kind of evolved as a society where people don't really give a fuck what you watch anymore, because who cares? It's all entertainment, anyways. It's all just taking up your time within your day to relax and escape life for a little bit. Maybe get immersed in something. How the hell how do we get here? Like YouTube? How do we get to this? It feels so weird when you think about it. Like, it's just like how we got here. Fucking YouTube. How do you get there? People were like hunting like thousands of years ago. We were like fucking throwing spears at like mammoths and shit. I feel so starved. Or no, not starved. Let me reroute my words. Okay. I feel like we have a lot more entertainment than back then. I feel like our brains have devolved in some way because now I gotta be on my phone, you know, like that kind of thing. I feel like that's how a lot of people feel as well. That's kind of like a scary thing because like they didn't have all this stuff back then, but they made it. Maybe their lives were even more fulfilling, but they had less access to things. Are we too far gone? Well, sports fans, you know, I think it's all up to you how you think of things. How you gotta deal with that thought, deal with entertainment, deal with boredom. A lot of discipline. Took karate when I was little. And the classes that were like for the older, like I think it was elementary school, maybe like fourth or fifth grade. And I was taking karate, but like the class I was put in was like the older classes were full, so I got put in like the first and second grade classes. Age wise, it wasn't at my school. This was like a separate place you had to go to for karate. It was funnish. Like we ran laps, I remember. We did like kicks. I forgot we had like tournaments. I cannot remember. I mean, it's like fucking yellow belt. I'm not. And in the younger kids had camo belts. In the older classes, you went straight to yellow belt, but in the younger classes, it was white, camo, yellow, then blue, maybe, then red, then black. I think maybe purple's in there somewhere. Maybe blue, red, purple, or red, blue, purple, because like you combine them. And if you combine purple with purple, you get black. Look it up. That's how color theory works. I got so much info lodged in my head. Probably a lot of it's like useless. How do we have some? Our brains are incredible. We got like so much stuff stored in there. I mean, like we got like a big old library. We just like draw stuff from. Like here, let me think for a second. Happy hour at Taco Bell's from 2 to 5 p.m. That's just in there. That's just in there. I just grabbed that from the shelf and dusted it off and set it. Imagine like you went to a library, but like sometimes the books were just wrong. Just had wrong info on it. I guess that's kind of true in real life. There's probably some books out there that don't have true information. That's not a very great... I guess it is a good analogy. I don't know. Maybe because it is accurate. I remember bottle caps, the candy, when I was younger. They had like the root beer and grape soda bottle cap. They were like these like little like Pez shaped things you could chomp on. They like had like that chalky consistency. Not that I've ever eaten chalk. Yeah. Big Chungus. Never watched that. I don't think. Have I seen the original Space Jam? I might have seen like, maybe like in my life, I might have been in the presence of a TV that was playing Space Jam, but I wasn't. I never sat down and watched it. A lot of cult classics. I haven't watched like what's the Sandlot? That's one. The Goonies. That's another like childhood movie. I watched like Home Alone. I played like The Nightmare Before Christmas on my TV to go to bed sometimes. That was a nice movie to fall asleep to. I remember having VHS when I was little. I had the Tigger movie. I think it was called like A Tigger Movie.
I think that's what it was called. I think. I don't have VHS though. I remember my TV had like a DVD player built in and a VHS. So that's kind of... Okay, I guess it wasn't fancy at the time because there's like already like DVD and Blu-ray, but I was still using VHS and DVD. I'm glad I did though, because you know, like at this point I'm not going to be doing unless I'm looking for the authentic feel, but that's all I had, you know. So I'm glad I had that opportunity to experience it. It's not like that bad of like a so you're not sacrificing. I mean, you're sacrificing the quality, but I'm a kid, so like, you know, like I can look at like fucking Super Mario 64 and be like, oh my god, it's Mario. Mario. That plumber. He does a lot of things. He like works like a... He's like doctor. He's a... What else? He's a plumber, doctor, tennis player. Is that a job? Like I said, I mean it is a job, but you just plays tennis. You don't have to be a... You know, your job doesn't have to be tennis player to play some tennis. Oh, he was a ref. He was a referee in Punch-Out. There you go. That's some more fucking knowledge in my head. And Mario was the referee in Punch-Out on the NES. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That fight really sucked. I watched that live. I keep getting disappointed by these show fights. I don't know. I keep falling for it. I guess I just don't take the time to watch like the... Not the nobodies, but the, you know, like, not like people known outside of like boxing or UFC. I mean, I know like Conor McGregor and of course Mike Tyson and all that. I don't know, like Joe Schmo though. I've never been too much into sports. I wish I was. I think I could. I'm capable of being into sports. There's so much stuff to consume. We got like too much stuff. There's so much stuff on YouTube alone. Also, like with internet, you could just like be set for life in terms of entertainment. Right, like an internet connection, just boom, you're good. You got entertainment forever. You can live life really cheaply. Well, okay, that's kind of a wrong way to say it. Numbers are infinite. You can count you can count as much as you want. That's what I'm saying. I really like vegetables. Love vegetables. I remember like Fairly Odd Parents, like he hated broccoli. I love broccoli. Who like? I feel like we've like maybe. I mean, I say we, but it's probably just me growing up, and I'm acting like the entire world grew up with me, which is just not true. I was talking about how the perception of has changed on vegetables. I feel like when I was younger in like cartoons, they'd be like, "Ooh, it's vegetables," but now I feel like no one cares. Vegetables are kind of like the goat, as they always have been and deserve. Vegetables deserve to be the goat because they are good. My PC's been having like power surges. Hey, if you made it to this point in the video, leave a comment saying salami, and I'll look at that comment. I'll like it and love it. Salami's good. I like ham. I think ham is better on Thanksgiving. I feel like that's surprisingly not a controversial thing to say. I feel like I've heard that a lot. I don't know anyone like that like loves turkey. But yeah.
Dude, I totally zoned out. I'm sorry.